Okay, welcome to Any Sunday Songwriters. I am your host, Jan Sides, and my guests today are Paul Nye, who is in Minnesota in a small town that I had not heard of, but that's okay because I've not spent a lot of time in Minnesota, and Garrett Swain, who is in somewhere on the California, somewhere on the West Coast. Yeah, where in California?
You know where LA is?
Okay.
I don't live anywhere near there. No. No,
Really?
Good one. That's a good one.
So where exactly are you?
I'm in the San Fernando Valley. Just outside of Los
Okay.
Angeles,
Yeah, okay. Boy, you got me good that time. Okay, so we're expecting and we're going to express a wonderful show for you today. These are two of my favorite songwriters. And also, you're just going to have a good time, that's all. But I like to bring up the rear, so I would need a volunteer to go first. And who might that be?
We can fight over it. Keep going.
I'll lose, Paul.
Okay.
Okay, so Paul, tell us a little about yourself and play us a song.
My name is Paul Nye, and for those two people who are wondering, he is my cousin. So I live in Baxter, which is about 150 miles, 120, something. I don't know how far it is from the Twin Cities, north. I lived in Walker, which is another 65 miles north. It's about 200 miles from the Twin Cities for about 25 years. And then we just moved to this small town. There's about 50,000 people roughly, I think, in neighboring communities back in September. And downsized greatly. So it was a new experience. But yeah, that's about it. So do a song then, huh? Well, a little startup. This is an instrumental. I always like starting my shows with this. I was 21, 22 when I started skydiving before my brain was fully developed. And I learned real quick I'm not very good at skydiving, and it's not a sport you don't want to not be good at. I had 2 malfunctions and 68 jumps, I think, which is a real high percentage for skydivers. So years later, after I quit skydiving, I wrote this instrumental, and I thought, well, it kind of reminded me of skydiving. I couldn't write it back then because you're falling 120, 200 miles an hour. It's really distracting trying to write words when you're falling that fast. So I tried to capture the feeling of falling free really fast, and I hope it comes through. It's called Free Fall Fusion. Verfallforschung.
Amen.
Okay. So, Garrett, you're up. Tell us a little about yourself and play us a song.
Okay, well, let's see. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I live in California now, and I recently got married. I was married for a very brief time, like 40 years ago, to someone who was really the worst relationship of my life. Anyway, but I recently married a lovely woman who is really the love of my life, and I think every 40 years I should take a new wife. I think I've decided. Every 40 years, that's a good thing. But I hope this will last another at least 40 years. So the past year, I have been Deborah and I have been fixing up the house. I haven't really I had my finger in music very much, but I'm starting to get out and play out again, and so I guess the first song I'm going to play, I think I'm going to play. This song is called "Wake Up Call," which is something I think is kind of necessary right now, given all the political and social and cultural climates that are coalescing right now. You know, I should shut my phone off. Yeah. It was somebody confirming my haircutting appointment, I'll bet. Yeah. That's what. It's called Wake Up Call. There's a cold wind blowing from the east, Lord, and it chills me to my bones. Am I the only one who sees these dark clouds gathering for the storm? I've been feeling a little uneasy, watching it by myself. Is this only a matter of the weather, or is it something else? All my life I've been a peaceful man, never saw no reason to fight. But all at once I see these dark clouds threaten, and I know we're in the target sights. There's no time for recriminations, the hour's much too late. Now's the time for unification, the barbarians are at the gate. Here's your wake-up call, here's your wake-up call, 'cause the storm isn't coming at all, it's already here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doesn't anybody see the danger just outside the door? Open up your eyes and see the blood that's washed up on the shore. Now's the time for all good people to stand against this tide. There's no compromise with evil, their intentions must be denied. Here's your wake-up call, here's your wake-up call, it's already here. Here's your wake-up call. Here's your wake-up call. 'Cause the storm isn't coming at all. It's already here. It's already here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Nice tune.
Good song.
Thanks.
Okay, so I am Jan Sides. I am here in Austin, Texas, and it is hot. I mean, hot. It's been in the 90s all week. The rain is stopped. Apparently, there's none in the forecast. My garden is not looking quite as happy as it did. I have the happiest, most productive garden I ever had because it rained all the way through May and halfway into June. But them days are gone. Oh well. So, according to your math, Garrett, Andy and I have 8 more good years before we have to get out the bows and arrows and go hunting. So I'm going to do this song I wrote for him, all about all the near misses that happened before him. Because the prompt for this song was, if you could do it over again, would you? If I had it to do over, a mulligan for all of those mistakes, maybe I would take it slower and think about the reasons I should wait for the other shoe. But then I wouldn't be with you. If I had it to do over, a second chance to turn and walk away from all those careless promises and all the times my trust was betrayed, 'cause I didn't have a clue. But then I wouldn't be with you. You are the reason I still believe a guardian angel watches over me. So if I had it to do over, an opportunity that few receive, I might be lying here tonight, dreaming dreams that probably would never come true, 'cause I wouldn't follow through, because then I wouldn't be with you. Turn one pebble on the beach. Thank you.
Nice. That was
Just
so
hold
sweet.
on to that for 8 more years.
Yeah.
Well, FYI, Deborah and I are totally in love, and
Yes.
we're sure we'll last at least 40 years. I'm not
Yeah.
sure the bodies will, but you know.
Yeah, I understand that. So we're going to keep doing this round and round until they kick us out.
Okay, well, I'm going to add to that theme that we're going on right now. My wife and I've been, we celebrated our, I think it was our 51st or 52nd anniversary.
Bravo.
So, and that's pretty much the response I was expecting for when I mentioned that. So, but we got married really, really, really young. I think she was like, she was a smoking hot 7th grader and I was a senior in high school. And her church youth group went to a convention in Minneapolis when she was 17. And my band was a featured band, so there's these 2,000 teenagers in this audience, and she leans over to her girlfriend and she says, "See that guy with the long red hair in the middle playing guitar? He had red hair then. I'm going to marry him someday." So we got invited up to her church by their youth director that spring, and we played up there and met her and 50 other kids up there. Meant nothing, but we went back the second year to play at her church in northern Minnesota, and found out she was going to Minneapolis to go to college with her girlfriend and another guy there. And I said, "Well, I know where that is. Give me a call when you get down here, and I'll give you the tour of the underbelly of Minneapolis, where all the cool music sites are that's not on the Chamber of Commerce map." So they actually did call me, and so we went out in my little Subaru and went off for pizza and did some music and stuff like that. Dropped her off, and then about 3 months passed. I had 4 wisdom teeth pulled out, and I got this letter. I got this letter in the mail before E was put in front of mail, and it was from Linda Wenberg. And I thought, oh, this girl wrote me a letter. She's kind of cute, I remember. So I called her up and says, "Hey, what's up?" She said, "I just want to know where the band was playing, because I want to go out and see you guys." So I thought, well, okay, well, you want to go out Friday? So we went out that Friday and had pizza, and I played up the sympathy card with my mouth like that. And it worked, so we went out the next Friday, and we went out the Friday after that, and then it started going out like every day and phone calls. And we got engaged three months later and married 8 months after that. Or 8 months total. So I knew her about 8 months when we got married. So it's been a really good marriage. I learned something, you learn something when you've been married that long. You learn a lot about your spouse. And she said I only had 2 faults, like on her 50th we were talking about. I said, "Oh, you only have 2 faults, hon." "Really?" I said, "What are they?" She says, "Well, first of all, you don't listen very well." And I guess I don't remember the second one. But she got me, not too long ago, she thought caffeine was having a bad effect on my health, so she put me on green tea. And I've been drinking green tea for about 6 months, and I realized after drinking green tea for 6 months that if you give up coffee and you go on a steady diet of green tea, you can lose up to 87% of what little joy you have left in life. But this song is called "A Little Less Than Perfect." I wrote it when we've been married 50 years. September, I looked you in the eyes and said I will love you forever. How could I have known at age 24 in life's changes we'd still be together? How long is forever? Does it change like stormy weather? Life goes by fast, storms never last. Change is always waiting round the bend. Through trust and respect, what we've come to accept is love's little less than perfect. Babe, I recall that through it all, there were times I took you for granted. Every time we disagreed, I go and plant a seed, watch my love for you grow as I intended. How long is forever? Does it fade like stormy weather? Life goes by fast, storms never last. Change is always waiting round the bend. Through trust and respect, what we've come to accept is love's a little less than perfect. I'm not that movie star who rescues you from a bad scene, or a knight in shiny armor in your dreams. You're so much more than what I ever could expect from a man like me, a little less than perfect. When I look in your eyes, I am surprised how you break down the walls of my insecurity. Guess that's how it goes. If we persevere, we win, and the prize of love is simply you and me. How long is forever? Does it fade like stormy weather? Life goes by fast, storms never last. Change is always waiting around the bend. Trust and respect, what we've come to accept is love's a little less than perfect. This your reward is to the people in your life like you and me, a little less than perfect.
Funny how once you get used to that idea, everything gets so much easier. Just let go of perfect and you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's really true. It's just we're all imperfect people, so you gotta get past that. It's a hard thing to do, but
Well, and it's not only to do with marriages and love either.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
So Garrett, what you got for us?
Well, the funny thing about these rounds is that, you start thinking certain songs you like to play, like to share, but then you hear the songs that other people present, and it reminds you of something that you've done and I've done, and just we can continue with this theme. You see, as I told you, I'm a newlywed, or a little over a year, but Deborah and I, we actually dated about 15 years ago. And we got together. We really liked each other. We really sparked each other. But due to a really odd, without even going into just a miscommunication, we didn't realize that we really liked each other that much. So we sort of went our separate ways, and we got back together about 2 years ago. We ran into each other, and we've been going strong ever since. And it reminded me of. A lot of times you write songs about situations that have not necessarily occurred in life, but you imagine that they could occur. And so this was kind of a song that I wrote about, a relationship that I usually, it's a song, I guess, for all the relationships I've blown and through stupidity or whatever, with someone that I could have really had a connection with. And I sort of imagined, I blew it then, but, running into her, maybe 40 years later or so, and having the chance to sing her this song, which is kind of basically an apology song. It's called Don't Let the Moment Pass. taken me alive. You know what? I'm gonna raise this a little bit. Sorry. Well, it's taken me a lifetime to know what I want to say. It may not be the right time, but I'll say it anyway. Oh, we're finally together. Our time has come at last. Rest your head upon my shoulder. Don't let the moment pass. Well, I may not be as sure now in my righteous quest for truth, and my passion doesn't burn now with the fire of my youth. But the fire's still inside me, and the only thing I ask, that if faith can move a mountain, don't let the moment pass. I know that you still have doubts about me. How can I blame you when I feel the same? Well, it's one of those stories where the lady gets to choose. If she makes the wrong decision, the hero's bound to lose. And I know that I'm not worthy, with all the errors of my past, but there's a chance for forgiveness. I won't let the moment pass. Don't let the moment pass. Don't let the moment pass.
Nice.
Thank you.
Finding the unmute button. Yeah. Those moments pass anyway, don't they? This is about that, but I just want to make sure. I changed my strings last night because they were dead. He's dead, Jim. So I'm dealing with the consequences. Something that seems to be something of a rarity these days. Huh. The summer breeze that warmed my face turns chill and starts to sting a bit. Maple leaves that gave me shade have long since fallen. The dawn that welcomed singing birds comes later now, and owls reign. Listen, you can hear them calling. The gauzy dress and baseball cap have given way to wool and leather. The swallow's gone and won't be back until the springtime. The moon is high and cold and distant. November dims the lights, and I search for meaning, but all I find is change. So many changes, it's change. One and all, large and small, everything, 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 everything is change. The stairs I used to like to take two at a time have grown more steep. The child whose hair I used to braid became a woman. All my songs and all my treasures will slip away into the night. The very act of being human is change. So many changes, it's change. Large and small, one and all, everything, 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 everything is change. The children and the buildings grow taller, and the time between the seasons grows smaller and smaller. It's change. So many changes, change. Large and small, one and all, everything, 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 everything is change. So many changes, it's change. Large and small, one and all, everything, 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 everything is summer breeze that warms my face, turns chill and starts to sting a bit. Thank you.
Very cool song.
Very nice.
Universal topic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oops, how did that happen? That was my life.
Yeah.
So, Paul.
My wife was out in Tacoma visiting her grandson, and I don't remember what it was, but she was out there for a month. That's the longest time we've been away from each other, and I got to thinking what it must be like for people to lose someone very close to them, someone that they love. You know, and you experience that, I think, when you're alone sometimes. So that's where this song came from. I keep picking at this scab called emotion, and I know it'll leave a scar, but that scar will be a living reminder of who I am and where you are. Our bed is cold without you, 'cause it's night where you are. I miss that warm, empty spot where your body once lay. I still hold you in my heart. We were so close and heaven's not that far, and I take comfort in knowing there you are. Yeah, I take comfort knowing where you are. We built a good life together, 2 kids, scattered toys across the floor. But the best thing about us wasn't what we owned. It was your love and made it feel like more. This bed is cold without you, 'cause it's not where you are. I miss that warm, empty spot where your body once lay. I still hold you in my heart. We were so close, heaven's not that far. And I take comfort in knowing there you are. I take comfort in knowing where you are. I miss that empty spot where your body once lay. I will always hold you in my heart. We were close and heaven's not so far. I take comfort in knowing where you are. Tears sold the ground in this grassy field of names and dates etched in stone. Somewhere beyond this field of grief, we'll never be alone. Still I'd love to walk you halfway home. I miss that warm, empty spot where your body once lay. I still hold you in my heart. We were so close and heaven's not that far. And I take comfort in knowing where you are. And take comfort in knowing where you are. Comfort knowing where you are.
That's
My
beautiful.
apologies to anyone who's been through that experience. So,
Very nice, Paul. Let's see here. See, I asked my lovely wife to bring me a glass of water, and she brought me a glass of water. Isn't that blows my mind. Let me this is just a I better play it down here because I don't know. This is called Oddly Beautiful. As opposed to Evenly Beautiful, which I'm still working on. She's so oddly beautiful. let me take it up again. I'm having some weird effects with my voice here. And my capo. She's so oddly beautiful, so oddly unconventional. Her body is incredible, completely unforgettable, mysterious and edible. She isn't intellectual. She dwells more in the sensual and realms of the implausible, becoming somehow possible. It's really quite remarkable. Beauty isn't always what it seems. I never would have fathomed in my dreams. But the longer I know her for, it just makes me want her more. And I don't know if I would change a thing. Her eyes can go from blue to gray, and they show when things are not okay. She worries when I go away, and it doesn't matter what I say. She won't believe me anyway. Ooh, ooh, I'm no longer sure of anything, and who can really say what time will bring? But the longer I know her for, it just makes me love her more. And I don't know if I would change a thing, 'cause she's so oddly beautiful, authentically original. Our love is like a ritual, becoming quite habitual. It's really quite unusual. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Bravo. You want to know two things I really like about that song? The James Bond bass line, which gives it this kind of mysterious flavor, and the rhyming of ritual and habitual. Thank you so much. Love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
see, Andy and I have this agreement. I'm not sure he's agreed to it, but I put it out there and just assumed his agreement. We're not going to have to go through that because we're going together when I'm 120. Or maybe, actually, I've said I'm not leaving till I'm 120, but it may take longer than that. Paul, I have a question for you. The person who is at the bottom of my screen, Alexi, is that the Alexi you were talking about earlier?
Absolutely.
Alexi, you have a neighbor on this Zoom. Janet is about 30 miles north of you in Renana. So say hello on the chat if you like.
Really?
Hello.
Yeah. So, okay. So here's the deal, though. I'm not leaving until something happens, and I'm going to explain what that is. I will not be leaving without a struggle. No one will have to say, don't go gently to that good night. I'll be kicking and screaming and hanging on to the door jambs, protesting all the way that I'm not done with this life. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. Maybe. I believe Moses looked like Charlton Heston, and I believe he had a word with God. All I want to know is when is it's my turn, 'cause I'm thinking miracles can't be all that hard. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes, and then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. I want to see the face of peace. I want to hear the voice of truth. I want to know that dream is real, and then I'll make that choice. But first, I want to see peace. Yep, I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth hold the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes, and then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. And then I'll be ready. No. Thank you.
All
right.
Yeah. So usually when I do live shows, I like to ask people how many people are retired. It's kind of hard here. You raise your hands. I know a few people, my friends here tonight, that are retired. But this song's for the rest of you that aren't retired. You know, I've retired 3 times now. There's something about getting bored and slow. I don't do slow very well. It takes one slow person, like in a grocery store, to destroy the illusion that I'm a friendly, nice person from Minnesota in a small town. So my theory is that we age and eventually we age out. But I will say this, that retired people can relate to. I feel sometimes the older I get, the earlier it gets late for some reason. I don't know why that is. You know, when you're young and you drop something, you just pick it up. When you're old, you sit there and you contemplate to yourself, do I really need that? You know, so I tend to just look at stuff, you know, on the ground and not bother with it. But you know what? I don't use TikTok, but I can write in cursive. I can use a rotary phone, and I do long division, and I can tell time with clocks that have hands. So there's that. So, but my theory is you're never too old to learn stupid. But that's the way it is. So this song is called "I Get to Retire and You Don't." I'm gonna do some looping. So here we go. try to keep the beat to that. I get to retire and you don't, or sleeping Monday morning and you won't. And while I'm counting jumping sheep in my dreams, you be wiping runny noses and listening to kids scream. 'Cause I'm retiring and putting my time. Ain't gonna miss carpools, traffic jams, waiting in the Starbucks line. I don't know who my next me will be. Hope you treat them nice, just like you did me. 'Cause I'm retiring, yes sirree. Playing golf in Florida's not in my plan. I want to climb a mountain, ride a bike, or streak across this land. Gonna jump out an airplane in my birthday suit. I'm a little bit crazy, I'm an old coot. I'm retiring to put in my time. Ain't gonna miss carpools, traffic jams, waiting in a Starbucks line. I don't know who my next me will be. Hope you treat them nice, just like you did me. 'Cause I'm retiring, yeah, whoopee. I'm gonna live off of my savings. I'm not sure about the second week. Might have to play blackjack at the casino, or bet my life on the lottery. Yeah, 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 yeah. You asked me what my plans are now that I am free. Suppose I collect Social Security, might sit and watch TV. One thing's for certain, it's a matter of fact. Someday you're all gonna look up and say, oh God, he's back. Yeah, I guess I'm retiring, but not for too long. Someday I'll miss me being gone. I get bored and tired easily sitting around. Save a place for me as your resident clown. I'm retiring, no, it's true. Whoop-dee-doo. Yes, I'm retiring, I think it's true. Whoop-dee-doo. I'm retiring, yes sirree. Glad it's me, not you.
That's
I can
hilarious.
retire, and you don't. Thank you.
Let me see. Oops. Yeah, it's okay.
Garrett, are you retired?
I am. I recently retired, and then I joined the unretired again.
Yeah, I did that too. Did people say, "Oh God, you're back"?
Not to my face.
That's good too.
No, I am mostly retired, but I recently reclaimed my insurance license to help other people plan their retirement. I do retirement planning and annuities and that sort of thing, income annuities, that sort of thing. And I had let it lapse for a few years, and then I had occasion to renew it, and so I'm helping some other friends out now.
Nice.
As well. But,
So you're not
but
retired, and you're not tired either, are you?
well, I wouldn't say that. Wouldn't take it that far. But I'm well past retirement age, I would
All
say.
right. I'll let you do a song, all right?
Oh, that's all right. Well, it's funny. Again, that last song reminds me of a song I wrote, I guess, around 2015 or so, when I first noticed this trend. And I hope I can remember all the words. It's about it's about the role that our telephones play in our lives. Ba 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 Our lives are tied to our phones. We carry them close to our heart like some kind of precious stone. We're tied in, connected wherever we roam. The umbilical symbol of everything we do and everything we own. They're more amazing than ever, the very state of the art, not bringing us together, they're just driving us further apart. I tell you, our lives are tied to our phones. Yeah, wherever we go, that's the one thing we make sure to take along. Text and tweet a technicolor digital stream, and with a few keystrokes you can find out the answer to just about anything. They're more amazing than ever, the very state of the art, now bringing us together. They're just drawing the friends, blocking out love, blocking out life, driving us further apart. Ba 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 ba. Our lives are tied to our phones. I can't remember the next line, but that's alright. Yeah, and when I have finally passed on, you know the last thing to pry from my cold dead hands will be my phone. We are tied to our phones. We belong to our phones. We are owned by our phones. We are owned by our phones. Yeah. Hey dude, check out my new phone. It almost seems dated by now, but
Almost, but there's a whole new generation coming up.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
by the way, I should remind all of you, please silence your phones. Should have said that earlier. I don't know if you noticed, but my phone went off. And
Yes,
it
we
was about a
noticed.
haircutting appointment I had that
Well, I just got a Fitbit watch, and I accidentally programmed it for notifications, and I don't know how to shut it off. So it'll just kind of send me all these notifications during the day. It's irritating.
That
Waking
would
up in the
cause
middle
me
of
to
the
put it in a drawer.
night. Yeah, well, they beep right through the drawer, so. Oh, well.
So before we move on to my offering for this round, I have these burning questions. So number one, Paul, where are you going to be next, and where can people find you online?
Okay, paulnye.com. Also have a YouTube channel, which is just basically youtube.com/nye, N-Y-E, lowercase, 409. Think of the detergent 409. That was our address in Walker. And I'm on SoundCloud, Monkey Boy Music, SoundCloud, where you can find me on Paul Nye. And then Facebook, too, is the same thing, Nye 409. But the best one is probably I have a whole bunch of videos and so almost all my songs are on my website. Otherwise, they're on Apple Music and Spotify and all the other junky streaming platforms. So that's about it.
Junkie because they don't pay, right?
Well, I get a quarterly check from them, enough to take my wife out for dinner. So that's about it.
Cool.
Or buy guitar strings. So I'm okay with that. It's basically a digital calling card is all it is.
And where are you going to be playing next?
Next, every Tuesday I play at Essentia Hospital in the lobby, which is a chill gig because it's volunteer. I love that. No amplification and guitar instrumentals only because I'm a fingerstyle player. So play there. But I'm trying to think where I'm at next. Probably up in Walker at Chase on the Lake. So they do take seaplanes there. If you have a seaplane, you can land on the water there.
Oh,
That's fine.
good.
So,
my seaplane's in the shop, but maybe I could hitch a ride with you, Jan.
Yeah,
You know?
Mine's been in the shop too. The right engine is out on it. I keep threatening to go down to Patrick's place and to stop. I thought I could do this live in Austin, just show up at Jan's place, but two things. The left plane is engine's out, and my pilot's not sober yet. So there's that.
Mine's in the driveway on blocks.
That's funny.
I'm going to go back to skydiving.
Okay. Well, you're always welcome. And Garrett, how about you? Where can people find you online, and where will you be playing next?
Well, okay, my website seems to be in a perpetual state of, it's garrettswain.com, but it's been in a perpetual state of redesign. We're going in several different areas, but I do have a YouTube channel. garrettswain.com is my domain, but I do have a YouTube channel also that has about maybe 20 renditions of me performing my songs, original songs, and that's garrettswain.com. And Garrett Swain is Garrett spelled with one T and Wayne Swain is SWAYNE. And here's a little mnemonic you can use to remember. It goes 2 R's, 1 T. The last name ends in YNE. That's all you need to know about me. garrettswain.com.
Oh,
Everybody!
bravo!
Yeah. As far as where I played, I've been playing a series of private parties. As I said, I sort of took the year off to fix up the house with the new wife. But I'm starting to play out again. I played a private party. In fact, I see that my drummer from last night, Scott Firestone, joined the
Hi,
revel
Scott.
here. Yeah, and I'm going to be playing again. I've got nothing lined up. I'll be playing again August 5th, again at a private party. But I am starting to get out again, and there's some local pubs that really want to have me back again. Hey, Scotty, and the VFW and such, and people are booking me for private parties, but it's mostly around L.A. area, San Fernando Valley. But I will let you. Scott's he just says Scott's just tuning in to say hi. Yeah. Well, Scott
Yeah.
played with me last night. We did a fine job entertaining at our friend's birthday, and yeah. So that's what's coming up, and my
Marvelous.
website will be updated soon.
Okay.
That's what I'm told. Yeah.
Okay. For this show, well, for me, um, my very next, oh, you can find me online at jansides.com, spelled like you see it in my little cell here. And you can also find me at jansides.bandcamp.com if you're just looking for the music. The next place I'll be playing will be First Friday Songwriters, which is another one of my shows that's just like this, except in person at the Brentwood Social House in Austin. And my guests will be Gene Sinadinos and Laura Freeman. And it's going to be a great show. So if you're in Austin or anywhere near Austin, you should come by. It's from 4 to 6 in the afternoon. And since Brentwood Social House is a coffee house, I'm not sure how you say that anymore. Happy hour is 4 to 6 in the afternoon. So that's us. And then for this show, I have a couple of really exciting things to mention. Number one is the next one of these shows will be on July 12th, and it will be Gigi Love and Rob Lytle, and that's going to be a great show. And then on the 26th, I'll have Michael Elwood, who, if you're in the Central Texas area, you know you should be there already. But besides that, he will be joined by myself and Tret Fury. And if you don't know who those people are, you should come and find out because you'll be glad you did. In fact, if you want to know more about this show, please put your email in the chat and I'll make sure that you find out everything that's going on. The newsletter after the introductory ones comes once a month. No spam. I never sell anything to anybody. So please join the mailing list because there are some really, really good shows coming up. They're all of the quality that this one is. So that's all I have to say about that. And we've lost a number of people, painful losses, but there's a balance here, and that's what this is about. And the prompt was a picture of a mobile that somebody had made, and it was part of a project that is run by my friend Phil, whose last name just escaped me, and I'm sure it was there just a moment before I tried to remember what it was. And it's called Now See Here, and what he does is supply songwriters with visual art. And
Phil
then
Ward.
Phil Ward, thank you.
Yeah.
And then he supplies the visual artist with songs to inspire a new piece of visual art or a new song. And this was from a picture of a mobile. And if I'd been in LA at the time, I'm sure he would have shown me the actual thing, but I wasn't. I was here in Austin. But this is what I got out of it. Feathers and beads, strings and reeds, float like your daydreams on the breeze, hung high above you, just out of reach to teach. It's all a question of balance. Always ongoing, kinetic motion, ebbing and flowing like the ocean or the wind. Just never repeating, not symmetry, just a question of balance. Meandering here and there, I'm sorry, fluid and free, stirring and drifting, wheeling and weaving. Whispering rhythms, swinging and swaying, occasional pirouette. Can you see it yet? It's all a question of always a question of, it's all a question of balance.
Yeah.
You.
Nice. Thank you for that, Jan. Phil had reached out to me like about 2-3 months ago, and I responded. I was going to participate in that. I just got busy, so I have to.
You have yet time.
email him.
Far West isn't till October. But I have to tell you, I've done it about 10 times now and even did some visual art for him. This is so much fun. And
Oh,
when
yeah.
you see the results and the chain that led to your song or your piece of art, it's just fascinating.
Yeah, my only concern was I don't do a lot of folk music. I play acoustic guitar, but my music is highly produced. Probably
Not a problem.
overproduced. So, I was talking to Andy about that. But anyway, so as a songwriter, I've been writing since I was 16 years old, and I figured I got 1,000 at least, and out of the 1,000, there's probably 10 songs I really like. But at a point now, I belong to a Minnesota Association of Songwriters, and I'm at a point now where I just like writing songs that kind of poke fun at the inconsistencies of songwriting. So this is for the people that write songs, and also for people that are just curious about the process. And there was a prompt for this one. It was to use the word drug in a song. You drug someone out of something, or a little drug, or whatever it was. So I created a fictional character, and I hope you can figure out the play on words with this guy. It's called Cy Libel. Cy Libel was a crafty dude, a wordsmith of too many words. Oblique lyrics, no malice of heart, sang the worst songs I have heard. His pen bred love in a graceless way, no hint of his demise. A tortured soul on grammar parole in a web of lyrical lies. Cy Libel. Cy Libel cut his own path, no matter what others said. He did it his way, listening to the little voices in his head. A wordsmith cop came knocking at his door, cited him with a word he cried. Cy, he said, your songwriting's bad, time to do the time. Cy Libel. I'm a guitar fool, failed songwriting school, was that my mistake? What crime did I do? What is the charge? What law did I violate? Your syllables are totally criminal, your emphasis don't relate. Your lyrical lines should be minimal. Cy Libel, get it straight. Cy Libel. Cy wanted to be a sing-songwriting man, but he had no sense of rhythm, meter, or time. His sentence structure was crazy, y'all. Cy crimed every word he rhymed. Bad grammar lured him like a drug, dealing songs like a crook. Loaded up every tune he wrote, the lyric lawyers had him hooked. Cy Libel. He was a guitar fool, failed songwriting school, that was his mistake. He committed the crime, now he's doing the time. Songwriting he did by rake. His syllables were totally criminal, his emphasis won't relate. His lyrical lines were not minimal, Cy Libel, get it straight. His syllables were totally criminal, emphasis don't relate. His lyrical lines were not minimal, Cy Libel, get it straight. Cy Libel. Cy Libel.
Hey, I think he ought to meet my friend Apostrophe.
Rick, I wish I would have known that before because I could work that into the song.
There's always time for another verse.
Yeah, right. And the people that critique that said, nice, but it's too long. Three and a half minutes is too long. Okay, right, yeah. How do you say it? Astropy?
No, Apostrophe.
Apostrophe. Okay, that's a tongue twister. Yeah. Thanks for the tip.
Sure. I love puns.
Me? This is a song that was inspired. I had a friend of mine who was passed on now, but he was a cab driver. And he would describe his nightly runs in the world of the neon zone. It's called On the Corner. Well, the neon sign is flashing above the Vagabond Motel, and downstairs in the lobby a new arrival rings the bell, while a redhead on the corner tries to flag a Mustang down. She'd like another 100 before heading back uptown. Frankie runs an escort gig from a brand new Android phone. He dials another number, splashes on some more cologne. And Kaylee wants to be a star. She's a Cameron Diaz clone. But tonight she's on the corner, yeah, within that neon zone. On the corner, you never know what could come down. You could end up in a penthouse, or an alley, or on a concrete slab downtown. 'Cause on the corner, there ain't no middle ground. You either run the hustle, or the hustle runs you down. Tony works the graveyard at the all-night Foster Freeze, but you can take him back in the alley and he'll get down on his knees. And of course he's had that nasty cough since the fall 2003. When you lie with dogs, they say you're bound to end up with some fleas. On the corner, you never know what could come down. You could end up in a penthouse, or an alley, or on a concrete slab downtown. 'Cause on the corner, there ain't no middle ground. You either run the hustle, or the hustle runs you down. On the corner, everybody's got the story. On the corner, everybody tells their life. On the corner, and every time you turn around, another black and white rolls by. Another black and white rolls by. Another black and white rolls by. Evening, officers. Well, morning as the neon lights go down and the cabbie scans the boulevard for one last trip uptown. Well, that redhead flags him over. She still needs a ride back home. And in that hazy light before the dawn, before he turns the meter on, there's one last negotiation of the night, right there on the corner, on the corner, on the corner.
Wow. Nice.
That was some really nice storytelling.
Yeah, that's
very nice.
exceptional.
I was thinking of Billy Joel. You know, it's just kind of like that. Has that
Yeah.
vibe to it. His earlier stuff.
Little mini movie.
Yeah.
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 Nice
Thank
job.
you.
So in a similar vein, there was at Farm, which is Folk Alliance Region Midwest, and I think it's awfully clever that somebody came up with that name for that regional organization. There was one room devoted to a particular kind of song. And when I heard it, I went in to listen, and when I heard the songs, I thought, well, I want to write one of those. So I presented it at my song circle, one of them, and they said, you know, if you hadn't told me ahead of time, I might not have known that that was one of those songs. So we did a bit of tweaking, and then I presented it to another song circle, and as soon as I finished, the other people in that song circle went, oh, yeah, that's a murder ballad, because I told them I was going to do it without an introduction to see if they got what it was. So I am going to now introduce my murder ballad. Your hair was picture perfect, every strand in place, 1,000 megawatt smile. You were in Hollywood shape, your eyes were fathoms deep. Oh, how they hypnotized. Everything a girl could want, that's what it looked like. Smooth as honey, so light on your feet, not afraid to spend your money beyond flamboyantly. Harry Styles fashion, so self-satisfied, ready for whatever, that's what it looked like. Ah, don't be embarrassed for something you can't help, 'cause life's a game of roulette played on a carousel. You lost your cool and acted the fool, but no one who saw you do it is ever gonna tell. We met at a party. You said I was sweet. I thought you were charming. No one saw us leave. Out in the moonlight, we went for a ride. Romantic and innocent, that's what it looked like. Ah, don't be bitter, baby. It's just the hand you were dealt. Just give me that snazzy smile and bid me farewell. Well, I know it burned when the tables were turned, but no one who witnessed is ever gonna tell. Out on the highway, outside of town, we were alone. You grew more demanding, high on testosterone. Then you got ugly and tried to drug me, but this ain't my first rodeo. Oh, don't be angry, darling. I hear it's not good for your health. Just 'cause my mama taught me how to take care of myself. And you won't need to care where the body is buried, 'cause no one who knows is ever gonna tell. Well, no one will be asking you, darling, and I'm never gonna tell. So, was it a murder ballad?
I think so.
Okay. So, let's see.
I'd never heard a murder ballad before until a friend of mine, Adam Levy, plays with he started with a group, a Mercury Records group called the Honey Dogs, and then now he's with a group called Turn 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 with two gals, and they're getting some national exposure, and they do Americana, and came out with. I said, "Wow, what's this weird song?" And I realized from someone later that's a murder ballad. So,
Yeah. I just didn't think she should always be the dead one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this song is a difficult one because it's based on a true story. It's based on hundreds of true stories, unfortunately. It's not my experience, but it's I know people that lived through it, so it's really difficult. But there's kind of a different twist to this song. And I thought I'll let the song speak for it. It's called Where Love and Consequence Meet. An empty swing sways in the backyard where Jimmy and Susie once played. Her doll lays still in the ditch. Jimmy has no words to say. Susie's mom and dad sit silent round the kitchen table tonight. No words could bring comfort of what they feel inside. And Susie was walking home one evening as Jimmy turned his eyes from the road to read a text from his girlfriend saying her love for him had grown cold. I never saw it coming, thought one day she'd be his bride. And looked up and dropped his phone when he saw his fear in Susie's eyes. Life can change in an instant, our dreams become the cost. We search for grace and mercy when we feel empty and lost. Life can change in an instant, the pain is dark and deep. The hope still lives inside where love and consequence meet. Where love and consequence meet. Susie wears a dress of redemption. Jimmy is paying the price. Her mom and dad are caught between her love for her son and her little sister who died. They live with a choice of consequence. The pain and hurt never goes away. They cling to love and forgiveness, hoping to be a family one day. Life can change in an instant. Our dreams become the cost. We search for grace and mercy when we feel empty and lost. Life can change in an instant. The pain is dark and deep, and hope still lives inside where love and consequence meet. Where love and consequence meet. They pray for strength they don't possess, to accept what they can't forget. Life can change in an instant. Dreams become the cost. We search for grace and mercy at the foot of the cross. Life can change in an instant. Pains run strong and deep, yet hope still lives inside where love and consequence meet. Hope still lives inside where love and consequence meet. Where love and consequence meet.
Another song about the telephone.
Yeah, sorry, that was a tough one to get through. It's amazing how a song can have that effect on someone. When you write a song that doesn't affect you personally. I mean, I don't know anyone. I mean, you know people that have experienced something like that, but I don't know them personally. But the thought of what would happen when if the brother of a younger sister was texting and he killed a sister.
Yeah.
How do parents cope with that? How do they do it?
Or with the death of any of their children for any reason. I ran into an old friend, this was a couple of years ago, and asked how things were and, how the kids were, because I used to be her husband's piano teacher, and I, was there when they were infants and saw them grow up part way until he stopped his lessons, and I asked about the older brother, and he was gone. He'd been in a car accident, and it was like reality just coming up and smacking you in the face,
Yeah. In high school, I had there was one of our classmates. Two of our classmates were out driving and drinking, and one of them, smashed the car, and the other one died. And so I'm at a reunion, and he, it's totally transformed his life, to have that in your conscience.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
The current prayer is, please don't let me be the author of anybody's decease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is fragile. Life is fragile, and I just thought
Yeah.
that's love and consequence. In this story, the parents lost two children, even though one is still living that they love.
Yeah.
I don't know. So sorry to bring it all down.
No, that's okay.
I'll do a happier
That's
song
part of
next
life.
time.
So Garrett,
Well, at least abandoning the true story aspect and returning to the fictional, but yet remaining on the theme of taking human life. I don't know if this is really a murder ballad. It's not. It's kind of it's a song about a gunslinger in the Old West. lessons apply to anybody who's maybe a soldier in a bunker in Ukraine or in Gaza or in Lebanon or wherever. Iran. You wake up with a sour taste. Cold light is dawning. You know you have to saddle up and ride. But strike a match to a cigarette. Your mouth is yawning, but you have to put tender thoughts aside. And as you ride into the sun, you count the notches on your gun. Though your hand is quick and your aim is steady, in that moment of truth it will all come down to the luck of the draw. Someday you say you'll give it up, leave it all behind you, put aside the gun for something else. Never want to seek trouble out, but somehow it finds you. That's a nice little story you tell yourself. 'Cause in that moment when you stand to face the gun of another man, there's a rush when all hangs in the balance, and the only thing real is your fate, and that's sealed by the luck of the draw. He will be fast, you have to be faster. He'll aim his bullet straight at your heart. It whizzes past, avoiding disaster. You blow his whole damn world apart. Riding back in the afternoon, cold wind is blowing. You survive the battle once again. How long till your luck runs out? There's no way of knowing. Someday you know the streak is bound to end. And in that moment when you die, you will look up in the pale blue sky, and you'll realize as the sun goes down that there's no way to win. You can only lose the luck of the draw. Yeah, you'll realize as the sun goes down that there's no way to win. You can only lose the luck of the draw.
Wonderful. Garrett, that is my absolute favorite song of yours.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I really love
Thank
that
you.
one.
Thanks. Luck of the draw.
I'm going to change the tenor of this. 'Cause I think that's enough dead people, don't you? I hope you are learning to give yourself credit for pulling yourself through those difficult times. And I hope you are allowing those victories to join you at the foot of each mountain you still have to climb. And I hope you remember all the courage you've already shown. When you look in the mirror and see how much you've already grown. And if so, offer a toast. Relax, raise your glass of lemonade. I did this at a retirement community in Michigan, and the woman who was sitting next to me in the circle that we were all sitting in had said nothing and not registered anything about there was music going on or anything else until I got to the word lemonade, and then she looked up and did this. And I think she thought there should be something else in the glass, like scotch or vodka, or maybe a big dose of tequila. But no, it was lemonade. When the sun pours down on your blackout curtains, I hope you will rise to open them wide. When the moon is dark and the night seems endless, I hope you'll still smile when you whisper goodnight. And I hope you remember there is always another day. When you look in the mirror and see you're still okay. And if so, offer a toast. Relax, raise your glass of lemonade. And I hope you'll remember you will always be worthy of love. You are enough. You are enough. And if so, propose a toast. Relax, raise your glass. And if so, offer a toast. Relax, raise your glass of lemonade. Of lemonade. Here's to lemonade.
Oh,
Thank you.
That is sweet.
Thanks.
I like that.
After you
That's
add
nice.
sugar, yeah.
That's a clever song.
Thanks.
That's nice. So I'm going to go keep up that carnival-like atmosphere you've established here. So, something's wrong here. So, anyways, you know, it was really weird. I play with a classical guy was a classical fiddle player. He plays violin too, and there's a difference. And we were doing, it's called a Crusto Fiddle, is the name of the group. And we do funky folk, punky polka, cool classical, caffeinated Celtic, grassy blues, and gypsy jazz, and a little bit of pretentious pop. But we were doing a gig someplace, and there were some kids there. And I've done children's music. I got 3 children's albums out, and there's this children's song. So we thought, hey, let's do this kid song. It's called Super Glue Lips, and we did it, and the adults were laughing over the song, and so we started working into our show for adults. And we played performing arts centers, and we do this. And we introduce it as wherever we play as a song that they're going to sing along to, even though they never heard it, but they know the words, and they can sing along to this song, even if they're drinking something like lemonade or whatever, or if they're eating something. So, but it's a story song about a girl pretty absorbed with herself. I know a girl, she talks all the time. There are words in every breath she takes. Her mouth is always going nowhere fast. She's a talking tsunami earthquake. talked so much, she wore words out. Her tongue got so tired it almost died. Her constant talking and blabbing went on and on and on. She couldn't keep anything inside. One day while putting on her lipstick and talking to herself, she grabbed the tube she thought was super gloss lip bright. But it was really super glue, and it stuck to her lips and it glued her chatty mouth tight. Everybody sing now. Now the girl goes. She's a girl with a super glued lips. Lesson you can learn from the speechless gal about talking up a blue streak. Choose your words carefully when you open your mouth, and think before you speak. Then you never go. She's a girl with a super glued lips. She's a girl with a super glued lips. She's a girl with a super glued lips. She's a girl with a super glued lips.
That was brilliant. I had a family member like that who, but I always referred to her as somebody who talked on the inhales too. Before we move on to the next song, Garrett, I'd like to remind everybody that there is a tip jar, and it's in the chat, or it's in the comments, or it's in the comments on YouTube as well. So, Garrett. You're muted.
I'm presuming this is going to be my last song. And, for my last song, I was thinking, do I do the really big, dramatic one, or the tender ballad, or the funny one? I just finally decided I'm just going to do whatever I please. That is indeed the name of this song. And it's a sing-along. So, whatever I please, you go, whatever, you can, it doesn't have to be synced. You go, whatever I please, you go, whatever I please, whatever I please, whatever I please, and then to leave the rest to me. Whatever I please, whatever I please, whatever I please. Anyway. It's a song about the First Amendment, and it also takes a sideways swipe at our current administration. It was actually written during the reign of the first Trump administration, but still applies. I was born and I grew up in the good old USA, and the lessons that I learned in school I remember to this day. I learned that we have certain rights, certain civil liberties, and my favorite is that I can say whatever the hell I please. Now No one in this government can tell me what to say. They can't shut me down or make me change my tone in any way. They might not like to hear it, they might feel ill at ease, but they can kiss my ass, I'll say whatever the hell I please. Whatever I please, whatever I please, whatever I please. Don't need permission from the authorities. Whatever I please, whatever I please. Oh, I can say whatever the hell I please. I was hoping to sing this at a bunch of political, conferences, but that was it was kind of, COVID kind of killed that. Anyway, so if I don't like our president, or I think he's lost his mind, if I think he's a two-bit con man who ought to be serving time, I'm entitled to that opinion, though my father disagrees. So I love you, Paul, but I'll still say whatever the hell I please. Whatever I please, whatever I please. I'd rather we were led by chimpanzees. Whatever I please, whatever I please. Oh, I can say whatever the hell I please. So if you think all the Democrats want to do is tax us more, and if you think all Republicans are out to screw the poor, or if you want to lodge a protest just by dropping to one knee, well, dropping to one knee, well, it's all free speech, so you can say whatever the hell you please. Whatever I please, whatever I please. We've got to speak our mind in times like these. Whatever I please, whatever I please. Oh, I can say whatever the hell I please. Now I wonder who it was who changed that word from hell to heck. The first recorded attempt at being politically correct, I suppose. If people are offended by such mild vulgarities, well, bless their hearts and they can say whatever the heck they please. But I might just screw them all and say whatever the fuck I please. Whatever I please, whatever I please. We've got to speak our mind in times like these. Whatever I please, whatever I please. Oh, I can say whatever the hell I please. Now I know this song is kinda long and the ending's overdue, but if you don't think it's long enough, you can add a verse or two. Just keep the basic chorus and don't sing out of key. And you don't need my permission to say whatever the hell you please. Whatever I please, whatever I please. Oh, don't fall back on dull banalities. Whatever I please, whatever I please. Oh, I can say whatever the hell I please. Yes, indeed. Oh, I can say whatever the hell. That goes for all of us. Yeah, I can say whatever the hell I please. Thank
Well,
you.
I can say that song pleases me.
Yeah.
Thank you. That would go over so well at any, political, conference or
Yeah.
rally, whatever. The right
Yeah,
type.
it definitely would.
But
And
the COVID kind of ruined that. But maybe it'll come around.
It'll come around. Next rally you go to, it comes around.
I hope.
Yeah.
So
Sing
I'm
it for
going to
no,
close
no King's
out.
rally.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to close up with this. the phone sometimes, or show up on the doorstep and say, remember when, unpack their adventures, hang them in the closets of your heart. Old friends, they write their letters years too late, but you write back anyway. They wake you late at night, calling from the airport in between flights. I used to worry everyone was leaving and soon they'd all be gone. But I was wrong, 'cause life went on. Sooner or later they all came home. Old friends, all of old friends, no one can deny or pretend. The memories we share, there will always be a place for old friends. I used to worry everyone was leaving and soon I'd be alone. But I was wrong, 'cause life goes on. Sooner or later we all come home. Old friends, all our paths will cross again, like multicolored ribbons and laced through time and space. And there will always be a place for old friends. Ooh.
Lovely song.
Thank you, and that's
And a
every one
lovely
of you now,
Yeah.
whether you
Yeah.
were before or not. So
Oh,
thank
lovely
you all for
touch.
being here. Let's have another round of applause for Paul Nye. Yeah, you can all unmute. Make this applause as big as possible. And
Yeah.
another round of applause for Garrett Swain.
Thank you.
And thank you all for being here on Facebook and YouTube. I really appreciate y'all. And please come by again. And also drop me a note, either DM or in the chat, if you'd like to be informed of what's coming up on this show or any other. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks so